Playboy Buddy Rose in a one-fall match against Tough Tony. What's he going to do with him now? Solar plexus punch again. And again, Rose goes sailing through the ropes.
Gone, 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes.
The Playboy has not had it going his way much at all. Watch out. He's got Borne now. The left leg. That steel ring post. Tony is vulnerable now. Playboy got that leg pretty good. Now going to work stopping the knee. And if he did anything, he just got Borne matter upside down. He whipped him in the corner, and he wants to take him up and slam his head in that post. Oh, he drops him out of the corner. Another shot to the midsection. And here comes the atomic drop. Tough Tony Borne trying to put him away. And he nailed him. One. What an upset. He got a foot on the rope. He got a foot on the rope. Hold it. Borne shoved through the ropes. Rose out after him. He had the count. A head slammed into the steel ring post. The timekeeper, Boyles, thrown off his chair to Wayne Boyles. Sandy Barr out to take the chair away from Rose. Should be an automatic fine on that one. Think there will be. Rose will have to come up with at least $250, I would guess. We cannot see, of course, from this side. Tough Tony Borne down on the concrete over there. His head was slammed into the steel ring post. He's up and he's bleeding. He is bleeding. And he's groggy. And when the Playboy sees blood, he really goes to work. And he is going at that cut. Covers him with a body press. Borne, who is super tough to put away, comes back swinging.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Tough Tony Borne. He's had his head cut open. Backbreaker. The inside-out backbreaker, and that should be it. Sue, he wants to punish him some more. He could have pinned him. I don't think there's any question. He picked him up. Goes back to work on that cut. Knee driven into where that cut is. Covered with a body press. 1, 2, and picks him up again. He is just working to punish him. The bell rings. It's going to be a big deal. Here's Matt Borne. Matt Borne in. Matt Borne in. And I'll say this. He waited till it was getting out of hand. The Playboy was dealing out super punishment. will be, it is official and it's a DQ. I'm sure of that.
The winner by disqualification, Tough Tony Borne.
Matt Borne in. You see him holding his dad, and his dad's face covered with blood. And let's hold it here a second. I don't know, they may have to get the stretcher out for this one. Maybe not. Matt's going to try to carry him out. Yeah, he's going to be able to, with help, get to the dressing room. Tough Tony Borne, bleeding profusely. Son Matt helping him through. I must say, while he was in there and right up until about the time the bell rung for the DQ, Matt did not interfere. Well, it's a wild night, and we're we're about halfway through the night is all. But it is as I expected. You're getting the main event again.
At the Rose Festival treat, we're going to have another kids' night next Saturday night. All kids admitted free of charge next Saturday if they come with an adult. Also, tickets for all the matches are on sale at the concession stand, so pick up your tickets in advance and then you don't have to stand in line. The next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit. Introducing in this corner, 248 pounds from Las Vegas, Playboy Buddy Rose. His opponent in this corner, 238 pounds from Milwaukee, young Matt Borne.
I'm not going to step in the ring with Matt Borne until his dad goes back to the dressing room.
Well, the Playboy doesn't want to get in there, with both of them there. After all the years that Rose has been down in the corner when members of his army have been in the ring, he now has gone back to the dressing room, saying that he'll not come out until Tony Borne is back in the dressing room. Matt talks to his dad, says, "Go ahead, I'll be all right." Rose now in the back, and I think Tony's trying to cut him off. And he wants nothing to do with Tony down at ringside. And the count's going on the Playboy to get in the ring. Borne now out of the ring, literally chases the Playboy into the ring. That's the best 2 out of 3 fall to a TV time limit. For being unable to defend himself. Reminder, no more breaks, no more commercial breaks. We're going to stay right with it till the end and then go into our closing interview. Trying to put him away with the face lock. Borne getting up against it. Coming back, and they're biting. Rose went at it, biting Borne. Matt came right back into it, does it again. They're both trying to bring blood. do believe that the Playboy, somebody's bleeding. It's Rose. He's opened a cut on Rose's head. Elbow smash. Well, it's a crochet, but it's a truism. His face becoming a crimson mass.
7 minutes remaining. 7 minutes.
Matt Borne drawing the blood. Drop kick. Covers him with a body press. And he's able to flail kick out of it. Through the ropes, over the ropes. And Matt Borne wants to go out after him. Sandy Barr trying to stop him. There's a front row seat empty. The people vacated it. Well, it gets a baptism of blood. Matt Borne slamming the head of the bloodied Playboy
6 minutes
into a front row seat.
6 minutes.
Ah, this is a wild one. Whew. Well, it figured that it probably would be. And it has turned into just that. One, two, 2 9/10. The hand was coming down for the 3 count on Rose. Matt Borne. And watch out now. The Playboy tied up. Sandy Barr wants to look at the cut. Sandy Barr wants to look at the cut. See if he should stop the match. If it's near the
5
eye,
minutes remaining.
or is
5
it
minutes.
too big a cut, he might stop it. Borne coming over, caught a kick to the midsection. Borne coming after him. There are 2 weary gladiators in there. I don't know if I've ever seen any more blood than that on the Playboy right now. I'll tell you, this is probably the first time in a while that he hasn't caught a Roddy Piper. He went after him and just backed off. He is just plain hurting. He backed off from Borne. I don't know if he can see. The blood's got to be getting in his eyes.
4 minutes remaining. 4 minutes.
Matt Borne coming back at him strong. Now with a flying stop. The airplane spin. He's got him in the airplane spin. Cover, Rip. Rip Oliver's in the ring. Rip Oliver's in the ring. He pushed the referee. Here comes Tony Borne. They got after his boy. That's one thing you don't do. Sets the old man a-flying. Tony Borne literally belts Buddy Rose out of the ring. Rip Oliver bails out. It'll be a disqualification. Rose got back in the ring. That was a mistake. Tough Tony was waiting for him. Well, Matt Borne will get it, but it'll be in a disqualification, and that is not the way he wanted to win it. He wanted to win it, but not on a DQ.
So winners by disqualification.
he gets it there, I'm sure that he would have won it with the airplane spin. He was after it with the airplane spin. He had the airplane spin on him. Had him up in the air and had him turning when Oliver came tearing out of the dressing room or from the back of the arena, came flying out, went to Matt Borne, had him drop, then shoved the referee out of the way. That'll be an automatic fine. And then Tough Tony came out. Now, Tony and Matt Borne both have blood on them. It is Buddy Rose's blood. So the Army continues to work in their ways. They sent Joe Lightfoot out of here crippled. Now when one of them seemingly is losing a match, another one of them will interfere. So you see Matt Borne talking to his dad. And of course, they're a very, very proud family anyway, but when you jump one, now either one of them will say that the other one can get in and go on a wrestling match. They don't care about that. But when it gets to be 2-on-1 or when you get to be sucker punched or something, the other one is going to be in the ring. You can bet on that. And you can bet they're not going to be satisfied with winning this thing on a disqualification. And you can tell Matt is talking to Tony right now. Tony is saying something to the effect, yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, we've got the Army up here. We're going to be interviewing him momentarily. At this point, oh, I'll tell you, the Army, they had not pulled anything together like this in quite some time. But they did it again. You wonder what's going to happen later tonight. Oliver and the Destroyer going against Regal and Sawyer. So you're going to have to watch in that one. You can hear the results tomorrow on KYXI Radio at 8:17, 9:17, or 10:17 on Wrestling Wrap-Up. Right now, Oliver and Rose.
Matt Borne, you dug your teeth into my head and you split my head open. I did the same thing. I did the same thing to your dad last week. I split Tony Borne's head open. So it's one apiece. Well, let's just say you had no business, Tony Borne, coming in that ring. You jumped me, Tony Borne, when I was down. I was about to beat your son, and you jumped in the ring.
Oh, man. You jumped in on the wrong one, Tony Borne. You come in there and give me that big gut punch of yours. That's okay, boy. We get you.
10 days from tonight, I've got Roddy Piper on a Tuesday night special for the U.S. title. This isn't going to stop me, neither you, old man.
I'm going to tell you something, punk. You don't tell me I don't have any business doing nothing. If I want to come in that ring, when this idiot comes in there, he didn't belong in there. If I want to come in a ring, if I want to walk in your house, if I want to walk into your car, I don't care what it is, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to have your skinny neck when I do it. I'm telling you that right now. You don't think I belong in a ring, Buddy Rose? I am supposed to be out of town next week, but I promise you, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I will be in this ring next Saturday night. I will bring my son with me. I will bring my son with me. The two of us will be in there. Bring this idiot stooge of yours. Put him in the ring with you. And we'll see what you both look like with blood all over you.
All right. You got it, brother. You two against us two next Saturday. And then I'm going to split him open. We're going to split you open.
Okay, that's it. Well, they're talking or not from the Portland Sports Arena.
I've been with you and you know it.
This has been Portland Wrestling. Brought to you in part by Marv Tonkin Ford, where you are number one. And by Tom Peterson, 82nd at Southeast Foster Road. Tonight's show directed by Larry Bollinger. Oliver, or no tag, he just rose thrown out. Now Tough Tony working on Oliver. Oliver out, Rose back in. Rose, the legal wrestler, a wrestler's record anyway, not tagged out. Oliver's still not out. And he blindsides Tony. Caught him from behind. Now Matt Borne wheeling away on Rose. Rose yells at Oliver to help out. Now Oliver decks Matt, and he's foot caught in the bottom two ropes. Watch out. Matt Borne literally hung up. Now Tony Borne going to work on Rose and Oliver. Now they have him double teamed. Flying foot stomp by both of them. Rose and Oliver both. 1, 2, and this is going to set the crowd furious. They are wild. They double teamed Tony Borne over in the corner. Both Oliver and Rose. Matt Borne was hung up in the bottom two ropes. He was dangling over the edge of the apron. We're going to keep it right here. They're still going at it in the ring. Matt Borne, and I get a little excited there myself, so I'll re-explain it. Both Oliver and Rose, after a body slam, jumped flying foot stomps
Playboy Buddy Rose
on Matt Borne, or rather on Tony Borne. Matt Borne was literally hanging from the ropes. He had his foot caught over at the right side of your TV screen, dangling down there. Sandy Barr was over trying to get him out of the ropes, get him out of danger. He was literally dangling over. They went after Tony Borne, and Tony really, I think only now, is starting to realize what's happened. He's looking around, and they got to him. Nailed him. Now Sandy Barr is talking to him, seeing if he's all right. Matt Borne holding that, moving gingerly on that leg. He was really hung up. He could not do a thing. And in fact, Sandy Barr had a lot of trouble getting him out of those ropes. Finally did. But while he was doing that, Oliver and Buddy Rose were double teaming. There is a beautiful lady up there with Rip Oliver and Buddy Rose. I know this lady, but I'm going to let Buddy Rose do the introducing.
Playboy Buddy Rose, I'm going to knock the Playboy off and just say Buddy Rose has a special announcement to make to all the people. About 4 months ago, Matt Borne came up here on television and he said to everybody, can you believe it? Buddy Rose is trying to take out my sister. Well, I'll tell you what, for 4 months, I have been going out with Matt Borne's sister. Now, I'll tell you something. It's going to be a shock to you just as much to Matt Borne and Matt Borne's father. She understands, and I understand, and I want everybody else to understand. Last Tuesday night, I wrestled Roddy Piper for the United States heavyweight title. I did not win the title. I won it for about 2 minutes until Dutch Savage came out and reversed the decision, and Roddy Piper and I wrestled again, and then Roddy won. Well, I'll tell you what, Piper, it was a hell of a match, and it could have gone either way. I'm not going to say that you're the better man or I'm the better man. It was a hell of a match, and you can admit to the people, Piper, you could have lost that night just as easy. But I had made plans, and the plans were this. I asked Tony Ray Borne to marry me, and she accepted, and we are going to be we were going to be married in the future if I would have won the United States heavyweight title. I told her I would have to go out and travel. When I did not win the United States heavyweight title, I decided to get married today at 2 o'clock in Milwaukee, Oregon, and was it a beautiful wedding, Rip?
It's just like the Playboy does. Everything he does is first class. It was a first-class wedding. Beautiful.
Well, Tony Borne and Matt Borne, you're seeing it now. Tony Ray is my wife.
And I must say, I've known Tony Ray for some 12, 15 years, and I must say to Tony Ray, I must congratulate you, and it is Mrs. Buddy Rose.
Thank you very much, Frank. I'm very, very happy. I do have one thing to say, though. I know my father and my brother don't agree with this marriage. They don't go along with it at all. But I want everybody to know I love my brother and I love my father. I've been around wrestling all my life, and I realize that they have to do what they have to do, but so does Buddy. And although I love my brother and my father very much, I have fallen in love with Buddy Rose, and I've married him, and I'm very, very happy.
Now, I love her very much. I gotta have this. We're gonna stay happily married, and Matt Borne, Tony Borne, whenever we step in that squared circle, she understands, she still loves you, but listen, we're gonna have to do what we have to do. If it's for the championship belt, I'm going after it. I don't care what. You people are probably all just as much in shock. I love this woman. I'm going to stay with this woman the rest of my life. It's not Playboy Buddy Rose anymore. It's Buddy Rose and Tony Ray Rose. And that's the way it's going to stay. Your mother accepted it very well. Your stepfather accepted it. It was a beautiful wedding. My best man accepted it. We had a nice time. And tomorrow, we are going to take off for Honolulu, Hawaii, and we are going to celebrate. And when you see me again, I'm going to have a beautiful tan. I need a rest. And then I'm going to have a reception when we come back. Tom Peterson, you are invited to my reception when I come back from Hawaii. I would like you to come over to my house for the reception. Thank you very much. I'm inviting Alan Tonkin to my reception. Don Owens, as much as you might like me or don't like me, I think you owe me enough respect to show up at my reception. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be beautiful. The Playboy's off to Honolulu. You two have got to take care of business. And then the Playboy will be back with a beautiful tan, start building a life for us too. Maybe we'll even see a couple of little toddlers coming along in the next couple of years, right? I'm very happy she's happy, but Matt Borne and Tony Borne, I'm sorry. That's the respect I'm going to show for you, but that's the way it is. She understands. And we're married and happily married. And Frank?
I've got to say, congratulations. You did better than I thought you could do.
Roddy Piper, I still haven't forgotten you. We'll get it on again some city, some state, somewhere. But tonight, I'm going after you, and it's going to happen, brother.
Mr. and Mrs. Buddy Rose, the former Tony Ray Borne.
This 1978 Ford Fairmont, reliable transportation with air, low miles, my price this weekend, just $31.95 drives it away. So if you're looking at a newer used car truck, don't hesitate till you've checked the Tonkin deal.
That's Marv Tonkin Ford, 122nd Northeast Halsey, where Americans are winners.
Hop on out.
Well, a lot of people have been talking about one of the most amazing ramifications in professional wrestling since I've been around here for some 14 years, and that was the marriage of Buddy Rose to Tony Ray Borne. We had Tony Ray up here, of course, along with Buddy Rose. He had his say, and I thought she said it well when she said she had to do what she had to do. Her father, Tony Borne, her brother, Matt Borne, would have to do what they want to do, so we've asked them up here to kind of give us an idea of what they think about this whole thing. Hey, Matt Borne first.
Hey, Frank, Buddy Rose comes up here last week, and he thought he was pulling something really cool, something really swift. And he married my sister, and he's now my brother-in-law, and it's a shock to the wrestling world, but it's not a shock to me, and I saw it coming on long ago. I didn't brag about it. I don't talk about it. Buddy Rose isn't my idea of an ideal husband for my sister, so it's nothing I want to talk about. But that's beside the point. Buddy Rose then comes up here on TV, and he compliments me on my athletic ability. Oh, well, Buddy Rose, you can take that I'll take that as a compliment, and you can take it just like that. But at the same time, you say that I should come to you with your army. You can make me more money. You can do this for me. You can do that for me. Well, Buddy Rose, there's nothing you can do for me that I can't do for myself. And I'm telling you, the next time I get in the ring with you, or any time I get in the ring with you, from now on, I'm going to show you just what I think of you in my own way as a brother-in-law. Frank, this thing came to me, and I was as shocked as everybody here, everybody watching out there. It was a great shock. My daughter is over 21, and she has a right to make up her own mind who she wants to spend her life with. I'll tell you, if she chooses to spend her life with this fella, that's her. He has torn up my family. I love my daughter very much, just as much as I love my son. But this man has tore up my family. I don't want to hurt my daughter, but yet I don't blame my son for having the attitude that he has taken. If I have to choose up sides here, and it's something that I never thought the day would come, I'd have to choose up sides in my family, I'm on my son's side. I'll tell you that right now. Now, I definitely will not do anything to hurt my daughter. I love her. This guy was sneaking around behind my back. My son came to me and said, hey, this has gone on and that. I wanted my daughter to come to me and tell me. She didn't come to me and tell me until she says, Dad, will you give me away? I said, give you away? Give you away to who? She said, I'm getting married Saturday. I said, well, who are you marrying? She says, Buddy Rose. I said, no, thank you, darling. I won't give you away. I did go to her wedding. When I suggested to her brother that he come to the wedding, I thought he was coming right through the telephone after me.
No way I would stoop as low to go to a wedding of Buddy Rose's, whether he's married my sister or not. There's just no way.
Well, that's all right. Out of respect to my daughter and my family, I chose to go to the wedding. But immediately after the wedding, I left. I thought it was there. But I just want to say one thing to Mr. Buddy Rose now. The dirty tricks that you have pulled on all the wrestlers and a lot of people in the wrestling profession, don't ever try to pull it on my daughter, because I'm going to have one eye on her all the time.
Well, that's Tony Borne and Matt Borne and what they think about that whole situation.